Calamity has struck the coast of Calabria. Strong winds bring more bodies near land, weeks after one of the deadliest shipwrecks near Italy's shores in a decade. Diving teams carry the remains to the coroner. At least 80 people are known to have died. Local fisherman Vincenzo Luciano is still in shock. He's been helping search teams navigate the waters he knows well. Vincenzo was among the first on the scene that fateful day.
I saw a child. When I picked him up and laid him down on the shore, he was already dead. His eyes were still open. I'm angry at myself. If I hadn't had a coffee, I could have arrived 5 minutes earlier and saved him. I'm shaken. That morning changed my whole life.
Among the sand and shells at his feet, objects that outlived their owners. Around 180 migrants and asylum seekers tried to reach Italy from Turkey, but their overloaded boat broke apart near the coast. One tragedy too many, says Vincenzo. Thousands have drowned in recent years trying to reach Europe. Vincenzo has been fishing for almost 4 decades, but now his nets lie empty and his boat doesn't budge from dry land.
I cannot go back out to sea. I can't handle it. Images of those dead bodies keep coming to my mind and I can't bring myself to cast out my fishing nets. I just can't.
Hasib has seen the bodies too. He survived the shipwreck and is paying his respects at this makeshift morgue in the local sports hall. He still cannot forget the panic, screams and prayers of that night at sea when Afghans, Syrians and Iranians lost their lives. 2 of Hasib's friends died.
Everyone was drowning. So was I. The ship broke into pieces. I grabbed onto a piece of wood. This wood was a gift from God. I will never forget that day. I think I was born again.
Hasib hopes to one day start a new life, maybe in Germany. But under European Union law, people have to claim asylum in the country where they first arrive. For years, the bloc has been at odds over if and how to reform those rules. And some say tragedies like the one near Crotone are a result of failed policy, disasters at sea created on land. As night falls over Calabria, Francesca Rocca is carrying out her evening ritual, serving up food to undocumented migrants and others in need. She says there simply aren't enough legal ways to enter the EU.
The government really needs to get better at welcoming migrants. They don't view immigration as a positive thing. They say they need to cut down migration flows instead of helping people arrive.
Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni from the far-right Brothers of Italy party met with relatives of the victims in the aftermath of the tragedy. She says her government is not to blame.
My conscience is clear. What we are seeing is that the more people leave, the more people put themselves in the hands of cynical smugglers, the greater the risk that something goes wrong.
Rome is pushing ahead with controversial laws to restrict search and rescue operations run by non-profit groups, arguing they encourage people to make these dangerous journeys. Critics warn this could result in more people drowning, but local mayor Antonio Cerazo says it's the right approach.
This problem must at least become a European problem. Italy alone cannot bear all of this. It's true, Italy lends itself more than other nations to boat arrivals. But it is clear that all these people do not want to stay in Italy. They want to move to other countries.
Vincenzo doesn't know if or when he'll muster the courage to start fishing again. He keeps retracing the steps of his trauma, trying to move forward.
una mamma è venuta a trovarmi, no? Perché ha saputo che io ero...
A mother came to see me because she learned I was among the first rescuers. One of her daughters was already dead, but she begged me to find the other one. So I'm coming back, going up and down the shores every single day, night and day, until I find the body.
Vado su e giù tutti i giorni, anche la notte, finché non gli trovo la figlia, questa mamma.
Vincenzo wants Calabria to draw a line in the sand under this catastrophe. But after years of debate, EU countries are yet to reach a deal on the overhaul to asylum policy many say is urgently needed.
Since the shipwreck, hundreds more migrants have arrived in Italy in small boats, and dozens have gone missing or drowned while attempting the crossing.